Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 27, Lord Indra and Mother Surabhi offer prayers. Text number 1. Text number 1 to 3, he told me to cover. We'll read out first. Shri Shuka Uvacha Govardhane Dhrite Saile Asarat Rakshite Vraje Goloka Avrajat Krishnam Surabhihi Shakraha Eva Cha. Shri Shuka Uvacha Govardhane Dhrite Shaile Asharad Rakshite Vraje Golokad Avrajat Krishnam Surabhihi Shakrayeva Cha. Govardhane Dhrite Shaile Asharad Rakshite Vraje Golokad Avrajat Krishnam Surabhihi Shakrayeva Cha. Shri Shuka Uvacha Govardhane Dhrite Shaile Asarad Rakshite Vraje Golokad Avrajat Krishnam Surabhihi Shakrayeva Cha. Golokadavrasur Krishnam Tayevacha. Matajis? Shri Shukavacha. Shri Sukadeva Goswami said, Govardhane, Govardhana, Dhrite, having been held, Shaile, the hill, Asarat, from the rainfall, Rakshite, having been protected, Braje, Braja, Golokat, from the planet of the cows, Abrajat, came, Krishnam, to Krishna, Surabhihi, Mother Surabhi, Shakraha, Indra, Eva, also, Cha, and. Translation purport. Sukadeva Goswami said, after Krishna had lifted Govardhan hill and thus protected the inhabitants of Vraja from the terrible rainfall, Surabhi, the mother of the cows, came from her planet to see Krishna. She was accompanied by Indra. Purport. The word Golokat here indicates the material planet called Goloka, which is filled with exceptional cows. Surabhi went joyfully to see Lord Krishna, but Indra went fearfully. As indicated by this verse, Lord Krishna had to adopt extraordinary measures to protect his Vrindavan associates from Indra's obnoxious and offensive attack. Certainly, Indra was ashamed and also nervous about his future. Having acted improperly, he had fearfully gone to seek the shelter of Lord Brahma, who then ordered him to take along Surabhi from the material Golok planet and go to see Krishna. Text number 2. Vivikta upasangamya vriditaha kritahelanaha pashparshapadayorenam kiritena arkavarchasa. Translation. Indra was very ashamed of having offended the Lord. Approaching him in a solitary place, Indra fell down and lay his helmet, whose effulgence was as brilliant as the sun, upon the Lord's lotus feet. Purport. The specific solitary place where Indra approached Sri Krishna is mentioned by the sage Sri Vaishampayana in the Harivamsha, Vishnu Parva. Sa dadarsha pavishtam vai Govardhana shile tale. He saw him sitting at the base of Govardhan hill. From the commentaries of the Acharyas, we understand that Lord Krishna wanted to provide a solitary meeting for Indra so that he would not be further humiliated. Indra came to surrender and beg forgiveness, and the Lord allowed him to do so privately. Text number 3. Drishta shrutanubhavo asya Krishnasya smita tejasaha nasta trilokesha mada idamaha krutanjalihi. Translation. Indra had now heard of and seen the transcendental power of omnipotent Krishna, and his false pride in being the Lord of the three worlds was thus defeated. Holding his hands together in supplication, he addressed the Lord as follows. Om ajnanatimirandasya jnananjana salakaya chakshurmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha Shri Chaitanya manobishtam stapitam yena bhutale swayam rupa kada mahyam dadati swapadantikam vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajamatra Namaha Pankajamalini Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye. So today we are starting a new chapter. It's a very wonderful chapter. Indra and Surabhi offers prayers. So in this chapter, Krishna's, uh, according to the Sri Vaishnava Acharyas, Krishna's of all the names, Krishna's favorite name was for him, to himself, is Govinda, because he worked very hard, 7 days and 7 nights, lifting the Govardhan hill. So after that, he got this name Govinda. So in this chapter, uh, so this word Govinda has a lot of meanings. Maybe next class I can tell. Uh, so this is a very significant, uh, you know, pastime. And then this, this Surabhi bathed Lord Krishna. So that's where Govind Kund has formed. The acharyas the glorify this Govind Kund so much that anybody who takes bath in this Govind Kund, or anybody who drinks water from this Govind Kund, they will get Krishna Prema. So it's a very wonderful place has formed, Govind Kund, like that. So we should hear this pastime very carefully. So last to last chapter, we have heard how Indra was pounding Vrindavan with rains and thunderbolts, uh, then um, heavy wind, everything. But we heard how even an ant also was not killed. Ant was not harmed. Right? That is why we say that Rake Krishna Mare Krishna Rake. Right? So if Krishna wants to protect somebody, nobody can kill him. And if Krishna wants to kill somebody, nobody can protect him. So, because Krishna wanted to protect the Vrajavasis, all the might of Indra, Baal ki baka bhi nahi kar paya. Right? Could not, like that they say in Hindi. Like that. So, we should, that is why in our lives, we should actually uh, reach a stage where we don't know how to protect ourselves. Just like a child. Child doesn't know how to protect himself or herself. She is just lying on the lap of mother. And then mother does all the protection. Right? Mother ties mosquito net. Mother feeds the child. Mother, mother makes sure that the child doesn't fall from the cot. Right? Something she would keep some pillows or something, some protection, like that. Right? It's a very common thing. Even I felt children falling from the cot, like that. So the children don't know, right? Just when Draupadi, she was being disrobed in the sabha. In the beginning, she was trying to protect herself, right? She was trying to protect herself. After that, she was catching hold of the sari, with one hand, and then with another hand, she was offering obeisances to Krishna. When she was doing that, Krishna was very disturbed. You know why? Because according to Manusamhita, if you offer obeisances to Krishna with one hand, other hand should be cut off. Right? Well, we should always offer obeisance with both the hands. So, she's offering with one hand. What? I have to cut off the other hand or what? Because she was trying to protect. But when she left that hand also, then Krishna came down. Right? So Krishna came so fast. One Acharya jokes that usually Kanchipuram is always very famous for sadis. Oh, now I have to supply Kanchipuram sadis to Draupadi. From Dwarka, fly to Chennai, and then from Chennai come to Delhi again. It will take time. Krishna thought. So Krishna directly came to Hastinapur, and then he took the threads of all the Mangal Sutras of all the Kauravas and made sari with that. So that time only all the Kauravas died actually. Practically they were dead because Krishna taken away the Mangal Sutras. Like that. So then he supplied unlimited saris. So, Rake Krishna Mare Krishna Rake Ke. So, Indra, seeing all these things, he became very, very repentant. Now he realized what mistake I have done. Then meanwhile, one Yaksha, who is the son of Drumila Danav, right? And is a friend of Kamsa. He came to meet Indra. Then he started praising Indra, that my dear Indra, all glories to you, Jaya, Jaya. Since so many years, Kamsa was trying to do harm, Vrajavasis and Krishna. He could not do. Now, you are helping him to harm Vrajavasis and Krishna. So you will get friendship with from Kamsa. Now both of you are friends. Kamsa extended his hand of friendship to you. Don't worry about these Vrajavasis. Kamsa will arrange Indra Puja for you. So Indra became very, very disgusted with himself. Hearing this, that what a fallen person I have become, that enemy of Krishna, enemy of Devatas, expressing friendship with me. So, actually, because of pride of intoxication, because of pride, I have lost my senses. Then I have fulfilled the name of Indra, the breaker of families. The Indra means the breaker of families. Like that. Then he chastised him, said, get lost. So this is a temporary phase. I am still an enemy of Kamsa. So very soon Krishna will come and punish all of you. Like that, he chased him away. Like that. And then later on, Indra, feeling very, very repentant, he went to his Nilaya. Nilaya. Like previously I have explained once, that when Krishna was standing there, lifting Govardhan hill, all the inhabitants of Vraj, they are experiencing unlimited bliss. Millions of times more than Brahmananda. At the same time, Indra was experiencing pain, that one accrues in 7 kalpas. Right? 7 kalpas. So, Gopal Champu Jiva Goswami says, here Nilaya became Niraya for him. Nilaya means house. Niraya means hell. Right? Niraya means hell. So he tried to give pain to Vrajavasis by sending rain. He experienced unlimited pain. He tried to hit the Vrajavasis with thunderbolt. His head got hit by millions of thunderbolts. So much pain he was experiencing. And even though he was in charge of Surapan and all that, even after drinking everything, he was not getting any sleep. And then he was experiencing hellish suffering. That is why Nilaya became Niraya. Nilaya became Niraya. So he was thinking now what to do. Then meanwhile, Brahaspati, his spiritual master, came. Then he came to know that, he has done all these things. Then Indra offered obeisance to Brahaspati. Then Brahaspati scolded him, saying that you have consumed nectar, amrita, but how come you became like a dead man? How you are became intoxicated with pride? So what you have done is a very grievous offense which cannot be forgiven at all. How could you do that? A person who gives fear to gentle people and who touches dead body, they should not be touched. So you should not be touched. You have become so heinous. Like that, he chastised him. Then Indra said, I don't know what happened. So much pride has consumed me. Now what should I do? You tell me. How can I become relieved from this offense that I have committed towards Shri Krishna? So at that time, he remembered that, actually Vishnu has taken the form of Krishna. We were informed. I forgot that. So, actually I am bewildered, by this simple form of Krishna. Then Brahaspati advised him that you better go to Brahmaji. Brahmaji only can really give you some solution to this problem. To this problem. And then Indra went to Brahma's planet, and he offered him obeisances. Then Brahmaji said, the offense that you have committed, we actually, one should not even hear that offense. It will be an offense on my part to hear what you have done. Such an abominable act you have done. But what to do? I am the creator of this universe. I have to find a solution to this problem. Better you go to Surabhi. Because then Brahmaji quoted that Gargacharya says that one should tickle the cow. One should circumambulate the cow. One should feed the cow. That way, cows are pleased. When the cows are happy, Krishna is pleased. So you better go to Goloka planet. In Mahabharata, it's very vividly described. There is a planet called Goloka. It is not Golok Vrindavan. It is where especially special cows, they live there. And those who give charity of the cows, they go there. And it is a planet full of enjoyment and all that. Like that. So you go there and pacify that cow, and you take her and then keep her in front of you, and then go and beg forgiveness from Krishna. That is the only way. Yeah, that is the only way. Like that. So here Vishwanath Chakravarti says that this Surabhi cow that has come is not Surabhi cow from Golok Vrindavan, because Surabhi cow of Golok Vrindavan would not like to live with a materialistic person like Indra. So this is a special cow from Goloka planet, which is material, which is existing in the material world, like that. So it is like many times before also I have explained this. I'm sure you all must have forgotten, because I myself forgot it. So in 11th canto Bhagavatam, Sri Madhvacharya explains that when a person identifies himself with the bodily concept of life, he suffers from uh, unquenching lusty desires, and he loses his mental peace, and he undergoes unlimited suffering. Right? When one identifies himself with the body, he suffers from unquenchable lust. When one identifies himself with intelligence, he no, with prana, he suffers from hunger. When one identifies himself with the mind, he suffers from panic, fear, and hankering, which makes him lose his sleep and causes him a lot of suffering. When one identifies himself with intelligence, he suffers from existential, uh, profound existential bitterness, and very deep depression, frustration in his heart. When one identifies himself with false ego, he suffers from inferiority complex. I am very low and all. When one identifies himself with consciousness, past memories haunt him. But when somebody has pride, somebody thinks I am the Lord of all I survey. Somebody is having pride, then he will suffer from all these things. Right? Who can repeat? When one identifies himself with the body, what will happen? Unlimited lusty desires. When one identifies with the prana, hunger. When one identifies himself with the mind, fear, panic, and hankering. When one identifies with the intelligence, profound existential bitterness. Right? Once, Prabhupada, Gaursundar Prabhu, he's a husband of Govindasi Mataji. That time, they were serving Prabhupada. And then, so Prabhupada commented, this Gaursundar, he is suffering from too much intelligence. That's why he had to leave, So too much intelligence also is not good. Then, when one identifies himself with the false ego, inferiority complex. When one identifies himself with the consciousness, haunted by past memories. When one identifies himself, when one becomes proud, all. So this pride is a very big disease. And then we don't even know that I am having pride. There are the 6 Harishad Varga. We say lust, anger, greed, mada matsarya, and then pride, illusion, and then envy. The first 3, we know that I am greedy, I am lusty, I am angry. Other 3 are very subtle. Yeah? Somebody says that you are envious person. No, I am not envious. Right? Daksha Prajapati said, I am not, he was chastising Shiva. He said, I am not speaking out of the envy, but actually he is speaking out of envy only. Right? So, no, I am not envious. Right? Somebody, you are very proud. We don't even know that we are proud. We don't even know that we are in illusion. Right? Sometimes nowadays we don't hear so much. Previously, Yeah, in our earlier days in ISKCON, if anybody thinks, hey, you are in Maya. Now that people don't say, right? They still see. Call it, you're in Maya. We used to tell, you're in Maya. Huh? Yeah. No, no, I'm not in Maya. I'm staying in the temple. So this Maya, illusion, we cannot recognize, that I'm in Maya, Maya. Like that, this pride also, like that, this envy also. Very, so it is a very, very subtle thing. Suppose somebody even thinks that, oh, so and so is the president or so and so is the head pujari or whatever. And then if you think that, oh, what this guy is doing, I can do better. That represents huh? Pride, You may see some faults or something in that person and say, what this guy is doing, I can do better. Like that, all the, I can give a, what this, guy is sitting and giving lecture. I can give better lecture than him. Sometimes we get that thought or not? Huh? You get that such a thought? So I know so many shlokas. This guy doesn't know any shloka. Huh? Right? You get? What this guy is speaking? Same old thing, basic philosophy. I could have given better lecture. So this is a symptom of pride. So uh, Indra actually came, right? Now all that pride, intoxication is gone, right? All that intoxication is gone. So that is why this Jiva Goswami says that this pastime of Govardhan, lifting Krishna's lifting Govardhan hill, lifting Govardhan hill, and then you think of the form of the Lord Giridhari, right? That is why Gopalji, Srinathji is very, very famous. And then a very famous temple, very beautiful deity, Gopal, lifter of Govardhan hill, like that. Very beautiful. So it is Anantasesh, even if he describes for 7 kalpas, he cannot actually, uh, he cannot actually finish describing this wonderful pastime of lifting of Govardhan hill, right? So actually, all Krishna has performed all these pastimes, so that by thinking about this form of the Lord of lifting Govardhan hill, and by hearing this wonderful pastime of Govardhan, that we will attain Krishna prema, just like all the Vrajavasis who had seen Krishna lifting Govardhan hill, they developed so much love for Krishna, right? So much love for Krishna that they so that that even Mother Yashoda, after everybody is very, very joyful after Govardhan Leela is finished, but only these elderly gopis, they are very, very afflicted, thinking that, oh, Ma Yashoda was thinking, oh, my Krishna, you must be very tired, such a heavy hill you have lifted, huh? My son's body is as soft as like a butter, maybe if I hug him very, embrace him very tightly, he may become relieved of his distress of lifting Govardhan hill. Like that, all the gopis, elderly gopis, they were coming and embracing Krishna, like that. So actually, when we hear Krishna's wonderful nama, when we hear Krishna's beautiful form, when we hear Krishna's beautiful leelas, so slowly we will develop love for Krishna. When we hear the wonderful glories of Krishna, like that. So actually, and then also Krishna comes, Lord Ramchandra come, and then when the inhabitants of an earthly planet, just by having one glance at the Lord Ramchandra or at Lord Krishna, people have developed love for Krishna. One glance. Just like, uh, what like in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, they say Mangala Sashanam. Mangala Sashanam means when Periya Alvar, when he saw Krishna, Narayana in the sky, sitting on the Garuda, he saw the soft lotus feet of the Lord. Then immediately he became very, very disturbed that, my dear Lord, why did you come? There are so many demons here. They will harm you. Your lotus feet are soft like lotus petals. Pallandu, Pallandu. He wrote Pasudams, Pallandu. So in their Sampradaya, first, Mangala Sasanam, they recite these Pasudams by Periyalvar. Because he became like an elderly person and blessing Krishna that let there be all auspiciousness. So all the devotees, they attain love for Krishna and then they bless the Lord. Let there be auspiciousness to you. Even though Krishna is Sarvamangala Murti, Lord Ramchandra is Sarvamangala Murti, but they bless the Lord. Let there be love for you. Let there be auspiciousness. Let you be protected. Hare? I am myself is a protector of everybody. Still, the devotees, they feel protective about the Lord. Like that. So when Ramchandra and Sita and Lakshman, when they went to the forest, in Sringaveripuram, Guha arranged the bed and all. So Ram and Sita, they were sleeping on a Kushagra's bed. Lakshmana, he was, Virasana Gamana, with Dhanush Ban, ready to fight. It's called Virasana Gamana. So he was actually doing pehara, he was protecting. He was going around. Guha said, why are you doing it? They are sleeping. We don't know, anything, any harm can happen. Any harm can happen. So he was doing. Then behind him, Guha also was going behind him with a Dhanushban, trying to protect Ramchandra. He was thinking, Bharat, he went to Kaikeyi Nagar, Afghanistan. Then through his mother, he sent away Ramchandra. And then this fellow, who knows, he may kill Ramchandra and take away Sita. He may get bad idea. So that is why, better me, like that. So he was also doing rounds behind Lakshman. And then all the Sringaperi tribals, Vasis, they were also with arms and weapons and all. They were ready because, Sitaji is having so much jewelry. So much jewelry. And our king, Guha, he might not have seen so much jewelry in his life. In his life. So better, if he moves his hand in any, improper way, we are ready to kill him. Like that, they were ready. They were actually readying themselves to protect Ramchandra and Sita. So Valmiki Muni says, on that day night, only two people were sleeping peacefully. That is Sita and Ram. And all others, they have developed love for Ramchandra and they became very protective. They became very protective that, we should actually protect, Sita and Ram, like that. Actually, everybody, Ramchandra's Divya Mangala Murti is so, so wonderful, so beautiful that anybody who saw, they developed love for the Lord. Even the sages, they developed love for Lord Ramchandra. Then Lord Ramchandra said, no, in this life, I cannot fulfill your desire. In the next life, you become gopis. I will fulfill the desire. Like that. What to speak? Even Sita ji also, she knows that, Ramchandra is Bhagavan and all that. But still, when there is a word came from Darshan Maharaj, that, Darshan Maharaj is in Kaikeyi Bhavan. He was supposed to be, do Pattabhishekam, and thrown like that. And then Sita ji went. So Sita ji was thinking that maybe Kaikeyi has so much love for Ram that she wanted to see Rama decorated with all the jewels and all that. Right? So he would be looking very, very beautiful. So usko bhi nazar lag jayega. Right? Nazar lag jayega. So that is why she was actually doing Mangala Shasanam, saying that from the southern side, Yamaraj may protect him. From the eastern side, Indra may protect him. From the western side, Varuna may protect him. Right? And then other side, huh? Northern side, Vayu may protect him. But she was, out of love for Ramchandra, she forgotten that all these four guys, they were actually, when they were meeting with each other, they were not asking, how are you, how are you? They were showing their backs. See, Indra, Ravanasur was beating us so bad. Like that. So that is her love, her love. Like that. And uh, so, just like uh, the acharyas, they give actually blessings to the Lord, that my dear Lord, always be protected. They said, no, Lord, Namalwar was saying, he told no, I am Lakshmi Devi is always with me. I have no problem. No, sometimes Lakshmi Devi may go to Maike, so that time you will be left alone. So let there be auspiciousness to you. No, even if Lakshmi Devi is there, gone, Shankachakra is there, Gada, Padma, they are there. No, sometimes, in order to protect your devotees, you may send them back, send them, that is why, so you may be bereft of Shankachakra and all. So let there be auspiciousness to you. So Krishna smiles, said, oh yeah, okay, let it be. Let there be also, like that, the devotees, they develop, love for Krishna in this way, becoming, even though Krishna is the protector of everyone, but but devotees feel protective of Krishna, right? So in Tirupavai, that Goda Devi, she was actually, they were all blessing Krishna, that actually. Uh, so Krishna killed Shakatasur demon. Yeah, Shakatasur demon. So when he was actually lying under the cot, and then he was crying, because he was neglected. He was neglected because uh, sometimes just like we become so busy in our services and all, we forget Krishna. Right, just like Maya Yashoda also. So when Krishna would come and said, Ma, I want to sit on your lap and play, Maya Yashoda would say, oh, I am very busy, I have to take care of the cows and the calves, because special, she was taking care of the special cows and the calves. And then okay, then after she took care of the cows, so Ma, I want to play with you, I want to sit on your lap. No, I don't have time, I am busy now, I have to take the milk from the cows. Then after the milk is milked, Ma, I want to play with you, I want to sit on your lap. No, now I have to boil the milk. After that, Ma, I want to play with you. No, I have to make it curd. Ma, I want to play with you. Oh, I have to, churn the dahi. Like that, she keeps on. Then Krishna is fed up. I came here, to spend, quality time with all my devotees. And these devotees are, they are not having time to spend time with me. Always busy. Then what Krishna did one day, he went and released the calves. He released the calves. And then all the calves, they went and drank the milk. Now there is no milk. And there is no boiling. There is no churning. Like that. So now so Ma Yashoda came and said, what happened? What happened? Where are the calves and all? Then he said, oh, the calves are drinking the milk. Said, who did this? Who did this? Krishna said, Lala said, I did this. Why? Because you are not having time, always taking care of the cows and all. So now there is no work for you. No, no milking the cows, no heating the milk, no churning the butter. So play with me. Hey, Bhagwan. Like this. Huh? So the so that day also, Maya Yashoda became very busy, offering kunkuma, haldi to all the ladies, all that, and then she left the child, below the cart. Hare Krishna, Hare, what is this? Neglect. Festival is about me. Huh? Festival is about me, and then they are neglecting me and all busy with kaisi hai, kaisi hai, kaisi hai. All the ladies, they meet with each other and all that. So she was very busy, huh? Giving gifts and all the ladies and all. And then, okay, I have to remind them. That is why he just hit the cart little bit. And then that cart, there is a Sakatasur demon was there. That demon actually died. And then that cart fell, making so much noise. And then with that noise, kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya, kya ho gaya. Right? And then, Mother Yashoda, Hare, I kept Krishna underneath the cart that she took. So the gopis were blessing Krishna that, let the all auspiciousness be there to the feet of Krishna who killed Sakatasur. And then the Godadevi, she was praying that let there be auspiciousness to lotus feet of Krishna who killed Vatsasura demon. Right? Vatsasura demon. In other versions, in Bhagavatam, there is only Vatsasura demon was described. But this time, Kamsa thought, it seems, that every time I am sending a demon and they are never returning back. Yeah? Yadgatva nivartante. Tadham paramam mama. So he is not getting information what is happening to those guys. Then he said, it seems, this time I will send 2 demons so that at least, one demon will get saved and come back to me and report to me, kaisa hai, kya hua, kaisa maar raha hai. Because Kamsa was not knowing, right? How, Krishna is killing so many demons like that. So there is a Kapittasura, in another Puranas. Yeah. This time Krishna sent 2 demons, Vatsasura and Kapittasura. Kapittasura means he came as a Kapitta fruit is there. In Hindi, I don't know what it is called. Wood apple. Bale. Wood apple. Bale. So it gives a very nice fragrance. Very nice fragrance. So he is growing such huge fruits, just like, pumpkins. And there are so many of them. So his plan was, when Krishna would come under the tree, those fruits will fall on Krishna and then Krishna will die. And then this Vasasura, Krishna observed, why? Because if you see the calves, they jump, they are बहुत उल्लास में रहते हैं. आप देखा? उल्लास में रहते हैं, they jump and they play, all that. But this Vasasura, this calf, he is a little very serious. You know why? He thoda vichar mein tha wo, thoda dukhi tha. You know why? Because Krishna observed, he told Balram, so this Vatsa, is looking different. Thoda, he is not like other calves. He is not looking happy. He is thoda little disturbed, thoda dukhi tha. Kyo, you know why? Because his favorite food was, calf meat. His favorite food was calf meat. So he so many calves he wanted to eat. But if he eats calves, calves don't eat calves. Then, his real form will be exhibited. That is why he is actually very dukkita. He is very distressed. Hare, I have so much food is there. I am not able to eat. Like that. Then Krishna observed, he caught hold of the calf. He wheeled it and he threw on the Kapitta tree. And Kapitta tree and calf, Vatsasur, hit each other and they died. So Acharya's comment that why she is saying, actually she should say, let there be auspicious to the hands, right? Right? So, but actually she was saying, why? Because he has to stand very firmly with his feet on the ground and take the calf and wheel it. So that is why without the strength of the feet, he would not have killed, the calf. So that is why he let there be auspicious to his lotus feet. Then she remembered, Goda Devi remembered that lifting of Govardhan hill. Right? Lifting of Govardhan hill. Now we are coming to the point. So then she said, let there be auspiciousness to his gunas. Right? Because he was standing on the feet, and then she should have said to his left hand or the little finger, let there be auspiciousness. No. She didn't say, let there be auspiciousness to his hand or anything. She said, let there be auspiciousness to his guna. You know why? Because Indra came, the reason, many times it already discussed, the reason Krishna performed this Govardhan Leela is Bhagavad Gita is theory and Bhagavatam is practicals. Right? So in Bhagavad Gita, what did Krishna say? Antavantu phalam tesham tad bhavati alpamedasham. Devan deva yajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. They say, Shankaracharya, when he was writing purport to this verse, Krishna came and explained to him, it seems. Krishna explained this verse to him. So Shankaracharya writes that there is a worship of demigods, just like for demigods, like if you want to worship Indra, you have to break one coconut and offer agarbatti. You want to worship Durga, you have to break one coconut and then offer agarbatti or a puja. If you want to worship Shiva, you have to break coconut and offer agarbatti at puja. Like that, so much trouble. Right? But with me, just offer one coconut, one agarbatti, that is sufficient because I am the only one. For worshipping demigods, you cannot neglect. If you worship Shiva, you cannot neglect Durga, all that. So, why are they worshipping Indra, who himself is temporary? And the results given by him also are temporary. Right? So why they should worship Indra, or why they should worship any demigods? So that is why he introduced this Govardhan worship. You know why? Because in Varivamsh Purana, it is there is a story. There is one guy, one demon, who was always worshipping Lord Shiva, very staunch devotee of Lord Shiva. And then he has got hatred for Harinam. So whenever he has to walk through the Vaishnava colonies and all the time, Hari Kirtan will go on. So he has to hear the Hari Kirtan. That is why he didn't want to hear any Hari Kirtan. So that is why he hung bells to his ears. So whenever he would walk through streets where Hare Krishna devotees are seen or something, he would shake his head. And the bells will ring. And then that is why his name became Gantakarna. Gantakarna. So he was so much averse to hearing the holy name of Krishna. Then he worshipped Lord Shiva for many years. Tapasya he did. Then Lord Shiva appeared. Then Gantakarna asked Lord Shiva that, can you give me liberation? Well, Lord Shiva asked, what do you want? He said, I am so much suffering in this world. I want liberation. Lord Shiva said, see, there are various departments. Just like, Chief Prime Minister keeps all the important portfolios. So Krishna also kept his important portfolio with him. With him. So I can't give liberation. I said, what to do now? Arey, itna waste ho gaya fir aapko worship karke. That is why he took out the bells and threw them. Like that. And then Indra said, okay. Lord Shiva said, Arey Baba, I told you I cannot give you liberation, but I did not tell you that I cannot tell you the way to get liberation. Oh, okay, tell me. I said, now you have to chant Hare Krishna. Because Krishna only can give liberation. Said, okay, you do one thing. Then he described the beautiful form of Krishna. Shamsundar form of Krishna. That you remember this form, chant Hare Krishna, then you do wait in the Badrinath. So Lord Krishna will come during his appearance during Dwapar Yuga. That time you catch his feet. Usko bolo, then Krishna will, oh Mayavi Krishna, he will, try to cheat you and all that. But don't leave him till the time he promises that he will give you mukti. वो उनको बोलो तुमको मुक्ति नहीं है तब तक आप मुझे भी मुक्ति देगा क्योंकि पैर पकड़ के छोड़ने का नहीं. Then he will like that. So when Krishna came, Ganta Karna, he it's a very nice description is there in Harivamsh Puran. That so Krishna wanted to establish. So when Krishna came, when Krishna thought, this Indra is sending so much rain and all, he could have simply killed, removed the Indra from the post, or you would have punished him, killing him and all that. But he applied his daya on Indra. Applied daya. He showed daya on Indra, saying that, my dear, actually, just like a mother is there. She has five sons. The elder son was suffering from indigestion. He has to be given only khichdi. But just because this boy cannot eat khichdi, she cannot starve other boys. She can give parathas and all that. But that elder son may become angry. Hare, she is doing injustice to me. Right? Injustice to me. So, so he cannot harm mother, but he will try to beat the other 4 younger brothers. So that time mother will not keep quiet. But she cannot punish the elder son because his anger is also justified. That anger is out of hunger. So, but that is temporary. So she will protect the other 4 sons from the beatings of the elder son. In the same way, so okay, Indra out of pride, he became very upset and then he wanted to punish because his puja is stopped. So that is why I will protect the Vrajavasis, and then when he sees all these things, Indra will come to his senses because his pride is temporary. I should not punish him. That is why Godadevi is saying that let there be auspiciousness to the gunas of Krishna, who lifted Govardhan hill to crush the pride of Indra and to protect the Vrajavasis. To protect the Vrajavasis. So, then all the other gopis, her associates, they were saying, Are, हमारा नजर ही लग जाता है, आपका नजर ही लग जाता है लगता है. You are describing all these things like that. You know why? So why? Then another auspiciousness she gives. Actually, Krishna did not kill all these people. Because in his hand there is Velayudam. Nanda Maharaj used to have a stick. Stick. So Krishna also used to carry stick only. Actually, all these demons and all, they were killed by that stick, not by Krishna. So let there be auspiciousness that Velayudam. Like that they were blessing. So because other gopis, they were saying, oh, aapka hi nazar lag jayega. Like that. Right? So for each of these pastimes, this Shakatasura, this Vatsasura, Vatsasura, all these, the cow, the calves, they tie something on their mouths because they have the tendency to taste everything, anything. That is why they tie it. Like that, by killing Vatsasura, actually, we also should not be attracted to the different tastes of material things in this world. So, like that. Then, Shakatasura means, Shakata means, our body. So, by taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, so our material bodies can be destroyed. can be destroyed. And then Govardhana. Govardhana means walk. Go means walk. Another meaning of walk. Vardhana. So the words that uh, they more and more increase, all these Vedic words, which will ultimately describe, make you understand Krishna. That is Govardhan. Another meaning of, Govardhan, like that. So, like this, they were blessing Krishna, that let there be auspiciousness, like that. So, so this is the reason why Krishna performed this Govardhan Leela, to show mercy to Indra, so that he can become free from his pride and then become normal again, like that. So that is where when Indra came, then he offered obeisances to Krishna. Then Krishna was, oh Indra, why did you come? Why are you offering obeisances? Oh, you want to forgive my offense, that because I have stopped your worship? Krishna Thakur says, no, my dear Krishna, I have committed a great offense. Like that. So all of you know, there is a difference. Brahmaji, he himself was saying that, oh, I am like a Brahma Rakshas, came to disturb you, like that. So there is a reason, why Krishna did not respond to Brahmaji's prayers, right? Huh? Like when Queen Kunti offered prayers, Krishna smiled. Prabhupada writes, oh, Krishna smiled means he accepted the prayers of Kunti Devi. Brahmaji was offering wonderful prayers and all. Krishna did not speak one word. Krishna did not ask any question. Krishna did not say one word. Krishna did not smile. And then Brahmaji later on, he said, if I stay here for some more time, I may offend more. That's why he ran away. Now I will go. Right? Then, so, why Krishna did not respond? Yeah. No. Yeah. Huh? Indra also offended. But Krishna blessed Indra. But Krishna did not even look at Brahma. Right? Yeah. Mic dena mic.
भले ही इंद्र ने अपराध किया, मतलब, लेकिन सारे ब्रजवासी इतने सारे इकट्ठे रहे, लेकिन जो ब्रह्मा जी हैं उन्होंने तो उससे अलग कर दिया. तो फिर भी भले ही इंद्र ने, भले ही विष्णु के, लेकिन उनसे खुश रहा, क्योंकि सारे ब्रजवासी इकट्ठे रहे 7 दिन 7 रात.
Yeah. So this pastime, all 5 rasas were relished by Krishna. Then all the devotees, they were brought together, and Krishna is also enjoying, Brajavasis also are enjoying. But in the case of Brahma Vimohan Leela, and there is another reason why, Vishnu Thakur gives this reason, that Brahmaji prayed to Krishna that, my dear Lord, I am so offensive. I know, janantu eva janantu, kim bahukteya name Prabhu, manasa vacha vapuso, vaibhavam tava gocharam. Right? Somebody may know, somebody say, I know, but I don't know anything. Let all your glories and all, we cannot describe with my mind words. And so, and then he says, my dear Lord, actually I am not, I am very, very fallen person. So I cannot even ask you to give me birth as a Vrajavasi, but please give me birth as a some leaf or some plant or something, so that Vrajavasis will put their feet on me. So Vishnu Thakur says, if Krishna would accept his prayer, then he has to give him birth as a Vrajavasi to him. But then if he accepts his prayer, then Brahmaji's post will fall vacant. Then he will have a headache. He will have a headache to fill that post and all that. So that is why Krishna did not respond to his prayer, because he he made that prayer that, please give me birth as a some shrub or some grass piece in Vrindavan. Then Brahmaji, after that, is Hare, he doesn't want to give me birth as a even a grass also in Vrindavan. That means I am so unfit. I should not be present in his company. So I should go. That's why he left. So I am like a Brahma Rakshas, came to disturb you. I am going. Like that. But Krishna's ways are different. He deals with his devotees in different ways. So, but for Indra, he blessed him and all that. Krishna himself, Hare, please, I think you came to forgive me for my offense for stopping your worship. And Indra said, no, no, no. He offered obeisances to Krishna. Surabhi told that, leave the elephant far off, and then go walking. So that, go walking like that. So then then they offer prayers, and then they gave him the name of Govinda. Surabhi cows, they gave him the name of Govinda. So all of you know Govinda, like the Govinda. This word Govinda originally belongs to Varahadev, right? And then he is there in the Tirupati. The original resident of Tirumala is Varahadev, and his name was Govinda. Because another meaning of Go means Bhumi. So because he protected Bhumi, he gave happiness to cow, this Bhumi. That's why he became Govinda. Then Krishna went and occupied that place, and then he took away the name also. So that is why. Then Varahadev said, Hare, you have to pay me rent. You have to pay me rent. Then he said, okay. First worship, so all of you remember, before going to take darshan of Balaji, first go and take darshan of Varahadev. Otherwise, your darshan will be wasted. So that is the condition. So first they will take your darshan, then they will come for my darshan. Then only the darshan will be valid. Otherwise, without taking your darshan, if somebody comes for my darshan, then they will not get the result of taking darshan. Right? So that is why in Tirupati, everybody, they keep on shouting, Govinda, Govinda. Edukondlavada, Venkatramana, Govinda. Actually, there are no Edukondal. Edukondal means 7 hills. There are no 7 hills. There is only 1 hill. But somehow it got the name because the same hill got different names. Seshadri and Anjanadri, like that. There are 7 names. That is why actually there is only 1 hill. There are no 7 hills. Right? Edukondlavada, Venkatramana, Govinda, Govinda. So Venkata, Venkat means in what? What is the meaning of Venkat? जो पाप को काटते हैं उसको बोलते हैं वेंकट. राइट? वेंकट. सो कलयुग का नारायण है, विष्णु है, साक्षात भू वैकुंठ है. राइट? So there Govinda resides. Right? So we have Radha Govind temple also. So it's very, like even Shankaracharya, they say he is very fond of Govinda Nam. That is why he wrote that Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihita Kale, Nahi Rakshat, Dukrun Karne. So Prabhupada writes, Shankaracharya is a disguised Vaishnava. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is a disguised Vaishnava. He is a Vaishnava, but like that. So we will hear how he got the name Govinda and the glories of Govinda. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah.
Prabhuji, I wanted to ask you that the pastimes which you told were so wonderful, and it was on a personal basis. And I wanted to know, where does this happen? Like in which loka does it happen? Because in Vaikuntha, that personal interaction is not there with the Lord. So I was curious to know in which spiritual world does these pastimes happen.
highest planet, that is Golok Vrindavan, and then same Golok Vrindavan came down as Bhauma Vrindavan. So Prabhupada says there is no difference between Bhauma Vrindavan and Golok Vrindavan. But in Golok Vrindavan, childhood pastimes, they don't take place. Because Krishna is already grown up. So in order to enjoy the childhood pastimes, Krishna comes down this Bhauma Vrindavan and performs all these wonderful childhood pastimes, Palya Leela. So anybody, many times I tell this, those who have done pious activities for crores of lifetimes, they get a chance to worship Vasudeva. And those who worship Vasudeva for 1000 lifetimes, they get to hear the Balya Leela of Krishna. So we are all very, very fortunate that we simply sit and hear Balya Leela of Krishna and then enjoy. Right? So we don't have to go to Himalayas. We don't have to perform any austerity and penance. Because devotees should not perform any austerities and penance, because we have already done it and came here. Right? Jada tapasya nahi karne ka. Prabhupada said, renunciation and jnana, vairagya, this kind of, Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, they will be an obstacle on the path of Krishna Prema. Actually, too much vairagya, too much, jnana is not good.
One more question I wanted to ask you. I heard that if you're born in a devotee family, it is of so much value. And that too, it is of much more value if you are being born in a young age. And once you see that people in a devotee family, they actually hear childhood pastimes, like you told, like you mentioned, to hear childhood pastimes from a young age, you should have done so much punya. So my question was, if somebody is born in a devotee family, at some point of time in their maybe long back, were they actually Gopals and Gopis in the spiritual world?
Yeah, we all have. Swarupa, yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.